Why are you having so much trouble taking this Porsche Cayenne window regulator out? Let me show you. Here's why. This whole assembly comes out of the door. Okay, we got the door there. Comes out. 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. They look like this. They're hidden in here. The whole assembly with the framing comes out. That's why you're having trouble. So if you're attempting this job, you probably already know how to take the door panel off. So I'm not going to go through that with you. But basically, the hidden part that you're probably missing is the 4 bolts as I showed you. Once you do that, you get rid of those 4 bolts. The whole frame with the window regulator will come off. Once you get that off, now basically remove this screw and this screw. That will disconnect the regulator from the glass. Okay, then remove that, this, and this, and the regulator will pop out. Put the new one in. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4 rivets back, 2 screws, and then rebolt this whole assembly with the 4 bolts back into the door. Then put this metal door panel back into position. Bunch of rivets back on, door panel back on, and you're done. If you need further assistance, stick around from now till the end of the video. I'm going to give you some more details. I haven't shown the step-by-step removal because half of it was taken apart before it got here. A mechanic shop attempted it. They didn't realize that the whole framing structure unbolts. They gave up and then they sent it to me. So the door panel and most of those rivets and stuff are already taken apart. I can't show you that part, but what I can show you is kind of putting it back together, if that'll be helpful, because then you'll know what needs to come apart also. So if you want to see that part, great, but if all you were missing is like, oh, okay, this whole structure comes out and there's 4 hidden bolts that are holding it in, then this video is already done for you. Okay, we're kind of zoomed out so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to go through it. First step, find my tool. Okay, using a T25 Torx, we're going to take the window screws out. Window screws are out. Now we want to remove the window. Move these plastic tabs up. And then pop the window out. And then pull it down. Windows out. Okay? Next step. The regulator needs to come out. I'm simply popping these out because these will go on the window and then connect to the new regulator. They just gently pop upwards. Okay, now the regulator is simply just riveted on with a washer. That's it. So we're going to drill out the rivets. Let's take a closer look. There's the rivet. There's the rivet I start to drill. This is them drilled out. Once you drill out the rivets, the regulator just pops right out. This one is broken, so it pops right out. Now we put the new one in place. There is the new regulator. So we're going to set it right back into position. Now be very careful. This stuff is fragile and very expensive, so be careful with it. Set it into position as you removed it and rivet it back on, and then we're going to bring the window back onto the window regulator.